Hey guys, and welcome back to Dominions 5 with me, Time and Tactics. We're playing as Citis, Middle Age, and we're just now on turn 1, Spring in the year 0. We have our units in Citis itself, and we have to decide what to do. I've set research on both Maclu, the Empoisoner. He will give me 12 research points because we have level 3 here, or 3 levels in magic, and Jahina, our Awake Pretender here, which gives us 22. So right now we're making 34. We're going for construction. I want to be able to get, we have level 1 now, but we want to get to level 2 so we can get lesser magic items. Probably something good that we can get there. And then after that we'll do Conjuration. Remember last time we went through the different units? Right now we can maybe get crocodiles, but I don't have enough nature gems anyway. Alright, we have 2 right now. And we're making 2 every turn, so we have to wait a little bit longer there. I think that works out pretty well. I don't think we had any mercenaries. Nope, there's nothing there. And as far as our units, we'll just wait here with them. Ningala, yeah, you're not going to defend. I think that's really all we want to do. No profit yet, right? We need to make sure we get this going. We have right now Dominions, only 1 province. Once we get more Dominion, and then we might have a chance to expand a little bit. Remember, our units are pretty poor when it comes to morale, and we need to make sure we expand into our own Dominion. When we start out at least. So let's go ahead and go to the next turn. And if you're wondering how to do that, well, you can obviously press end turn, but if you press question mark, you get these shortcuts. And in this case, end turn is E. Let's go ahead and press that. Proclamation from Asphodel and Proclamation from Uruk. Okay, so we're going to have these prophets now. Peleus the Minotaur Lord, the Prophet of Asbjorn, God of the Dead, Master of Dark Magics, the King at the Crossroads, Lord of the Rock. Now this is going to be a hint as to what they have, I think. Dark Magics would be death, maybe? Lord of the Rock? I guess maybe that would be Earth Magic? Yeah, potentially. Uruk? Who do we have here? Gimil Ninurta, the Enkidu Commander, shall hereby be known as the Prophet of Elves, Lord of Fires, so they have fire magic, the Lamenting Master. So Earth, Death, and versus Fire there. Okay, we'll see. Fire, yeah, well, we'll see what happens with that. So we did research, and since we're recruiting, last turn we said to get our this priest, High Priest of Citis, and the High Priest of Citis will give us a Temple Trainer ability. The Temple Trainer means he can be stationed here and produce serpents from us, and that would be very helpful, I think. Let's go ahead and select him and say train monster in temple. That monster can be assigned to a squad and increase the morale of that squad, and that sounds very useful for our units since they're not very good. Let's go ahead and see what we got. We have 6 of these slave warriors. Poor morale. Well, not that poor right here because we have friendly dominion and a home province, right? We're not going to have that everywhere. But not great morale, and no armor, so we're going to have a problem with that. But they're going to take the spot in the front. Let's go ahead and set them up. Just double click to select the ones of the same type. Select Jahina. You're going to be in the front. Let's put them right here. And since Jahina has 80 in leadership, they allow their squads, or the squads that belong to Jahina, to assume different formations. We're going to be a line formation here, spread out. Well, spreading out. 6 of them, 3 in each group. That's going to be only 2 groups, but that's still fine. Who else do we have? Well, we have these 6 over here. Let's take them as well. Now we're going to have 4 squads, and that's 1 too many for what we can command, so we're going to consolidate here in a second. But let's take these elite warriors and move them just behind. Maybe in line formation as well. We can just use the arrow keys to do that. Alright, that's good. So now we have those 2. And the reason I put them right behind is because they have armor. And I kind of want to save them so they can gain XP. So they're going to last longer. I think the slave wars will die off. Well, that's fine. You know, and then we'll keep the elite warriors around a little bit longer. Attack closest enemy. We'll do that for both. There. And now we have 4, like I said. Let's combine these 2 here and put them... We put them like that? I think we'll put them like this. These units here, the light infantry, they're slower than the slaves are. So they have 9, and then the city guards that are here are even slower, 8. So they're not going to run past our slave warriors here and the elite warriors. I think they're like 10, 11 for these, maybe 10 for these. Yeah, that works pretty well, I think. Gehenna itself is going to be... We could cast a spell, but I think what I want to do instead is attack. Because remember, we have a lot of hit points and we have regeneration. What is our speed? Speed is 10. Okay, maybe we'll put Gehenna off to the flank here to help out. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, she should be able to, or he should be able to come in and attack. So that would be Gehenna. Do we want to use Maclu as well? Keep him back to attack. Well, let's take a look and see what we have here, actually. What kind of territory do we have around us? Well, first of all, we were pretty lucky here for our expansion in our Dominion. We got 1, 2, and 3 areas where our Dominions expanded. And we had 5 chances to do it. Well, I wouldn't say lucky. We had 80% chance of spreading. And, yeah, 80% chance of spreading, and we had 5 opportunities to do it. That's not too bad, right? So we got this one. Well, Dominion anyway. We don't control it. So this would be the Moon Sea. Let's actually turn on... We go to map filters. We'll turn on Dominion candles. We'll do income box for now, and names. So Moon Sea, actually, yeah, we'll do that. The Moon Sea is here. That is a Throne of Ascension. I'm guessing this is a level 1 because there's 60 units, not that many, and it's only Ictids. Not that we can get in there. There's one down here which we can't see because we don't have Dominion here, so there's that. Swinland, we have Dominion here, so we know there are 50 units here. Militias, heavy infantry, and archers. Okay. Not very... Well, population 6,400, income 51. Alright. This one is more worth it from money perspective, 84, resources 24. The way it works is that our fortification here that we have will pull in 45% of anything we can find out here. And I think what it takes is actually double the value of the income and then 45% of that. I think that's how it works. But anyway, and then this multiplies that. But there's a formula to it anyway. So if we want to take control of anything that is adjacent to our capital. So what do we have here? 40 enemy units. Maybe. We don't know exactly, but there's 50 here. It's about the same. Yeah. Here we have 60 Wolf Tribe Warriors and Wolf Tribe Archers. And over here we have 40. You know what? We should probably attack here. Because this is a swamp. The negative modifier you get in combat for fighting in swamp is not applicable to us. As we are... we have that trait. It's not the... yeah, it's this trait here. Swamp Survival. Not the Cold-Blooded trait, but the Swamp Survival. Yep. So no, we negate that negative, or that combat penalty you get. So we should probably attack here. 40 units. Jaguar Tribe Warriors, a hand-to-hand melee, and Jaguar Tribe Slingers. Ranged, but maybe not a huge range. A slinger, right? So if we attack there, I think I want to do that. That's probably a good idea. Although, wait a minute, we don't have Dominion here. And if you have Dominion, you gain morale. And since we don't have any way to gain morale right now, we are sitting with our poor morale. There's not going to be 10 here that we have in our home province with our own Dominion. Or 11 for them. It's going to be... Yeah, squad. It's going to be that extra squad though, +1. It's going to be extra because of this here. +1. It's not good though. Wait, what if we attack this one? Militias? There's going to be mainly militias here. Some heavy infantries, some archers. The problem with that, archers, they're going to be ranged, but yeah, I think maybe we'll take... If I attack here first, what do we do next? Well, if we go down here and then go back... Or go up here and then go back, get more units to go back out here, maybe. Let's take the Dominion here. I don't want to take a chance. So Gehenna, you can definitely attack. What about Maclu? He's a mage, right? Level 1 death, level 1 nature. If we check out his spells, what do we have? Tangle Vines, range 20. Air effect 1, yeah, only 1. Area, 1 square. You could have multiple units in there, up to 3 if you have size 2 units. Low precision, but then they're entangled. They have to try to break free. They would be stopped in their tracks. Okay. But it's pretty low. The range is not great. Spirit Curse, I don't think I want to do that one. 50 in range. Cost 1 death gem. Yeah, we don't think we do that. We're going to be cursing somebody. Hand of Dust. Range 1. I have to be right next to somebody We don't want to do that. We don't want our mage right next to somebody right now. Vine Arrow, pretty good. Range 30. In his case, damage 14, fatigue 20. You can go up to 100 before you basically fall unconscious. And then it has to go down. So we can do that a couple of times. That's interesting. So that would be 1 unit. Yeah. And then have to break free. Pretty good. Animate Skeleton and Animate Dead. About the same thing, but Skeleton will be taking more fatigue cost here. And then Animate Dead less. But you need to have, in order to do the Animate Dead, you need to have somebody die on the battlefield first. And when you get them, when you raise them from the dead, you basically, I think you get soulless. With Skeleton, Animate Skeleton, you get like something like Long Dead. I don't know which one is better, actually. Either way, you would have to do this one first before you do this one, I think. Because you have to wait, or you have to wait at least before you do Animate Dead. Somebody has to die. Poison Resistance, don't need it. Healing Touch, we don't need that, I think. Range 1, yeah. Sleep Ray, range 1, up again, it's not good. Dust to Dust, range 30. Destroys undead beings. I don't think we're going to have undead here, right? Decay, range 25. Victim Age, Wither and Die. I don't know if that's going to be helpful. It's like more a long term, right? It doesn't happen immediately, even though incredibly fast. Frighten, though, might be a good one. Range 50 here. That's a long ways away. We can cast it across the field. Takes 1 turn. Hits 1 area. Area effect is 1. I think that means 1 square, not just 1 unit, but we'll see. Precision 5. Fatigue is only 5. I'll say we do this one a couple of times. Fascination, though. Range 15. They're stunned, basically, here. Armor negating, though. Okay, yeah, but I think I'll do Frighten. Let's do Frighten a couple of times. I think I can repeat that, right? Let me see if I can figure that out. Repeat last single order route X. So we're just pressing X here. Yep. We'll fill that up. It's going to be 5 times 5, 25 there. And then after that, keep on casting spells. I'd say we take him. Even though he could be doing research for 12 points. 2 for death, 2 for nature, that's 4. 5 in base is 9, and then we have 3 in the province, that's 12. That's how that works. But I'd say we take him in there as well. So Maclu and Jahina, both. Now if I move him in here, and I just select him and say move, he's going to be sneaking. We don't really want that. Then he's not going to join the battle. So control, left click, they're both moving in. And Tibira Kalam can just go ahead and get that. Monster trained. We'll wait Ningala. Okay, that's good. What about recruiting units? I'd say we go with the same as before. I'm leaving this one here because it's partially recruited. I think that's how that works when you can't get it completely done. We'll get 6 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll get a couple here. But before we go on, what else do we get as far as commanders? We should probably take advantage of that. I think I want to get the Lizard King. Remember the Lizard King at leadership 120? That gives us +2. And he's going to be a level 3 priest. He can do Divine Blessing. So our sacred units can get the benefit of our Bless, which means recuperation, which means they can, even if they get an affliction, they're not going to be stuck with that. That will go away. That would be pretty good. Not that we have many blessed units now. The only one would be, or any sacred units, the only one would be that snake, the serpent that we're going to get. Okay, well actually, he may not need to do that at all. This might be, yeah, this is one that is automatic. You have it automatically. So maybe we don't need that for that purpose, but still having leadership 120 is very good. He's a good unit. He's a good unit to have. Takes 2 turns to do though, but he gives us 2 extra in morale. I do want that. The other way to get 2 extra morale would be to go for the Taskmaster here. It takes up 2 turns. I could go for something like a Shaman and make sure we get the 9, well 12 in our case, research every turn instead. And then just have our 1 commander, the Pretender out there, moving around instead of having 2 armies. You know, maybe that is better. Kind of convinced myself here. Let's do recruit units. We'll take a Shaman and we're going to start our research immediately. We can get more units here. There, we'll max that out. We'll repeat that. We'll leave it off repeatment because I'll have to manually select that. That's probably pretty good. And then we'll just go down to mercenaries. Nobody available? Okay, yeah. So we're now on turn 2. Alright, let's go ahead and attack here. And we'll see what we get. Yeah, that's all I can do, right? We're moving with 2, training there. Yeah, that's fine. And recruiting our units. Let's go. And if you want to know the commands, press question mark. And you can see here E4 and turn. Alright, proclamation from Jotunheim. What do we have here? Grimace, the Jotunheim, prophet of Ephelon, king of illusion and masquerade. Air, maybe? He who is crowned with wisdom, lord of flies, the remote and inaccessible master. And then we have Riley here. The Illith lord, and that would be an ocean nation, right? Prophet of Hefekla, pockmarked savior, rider of the clouds, king of the west wind. That must be air. Really? Air and water, maybe? But there was a battle in Young Keep. Let's take a look at that. This is it. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Now we have our mage in the back. I should have moved him up, maybe. Frightened, though. Range of 50. We should still make it. Should have put him right here. Well, I think everybody else is ready. I'm going to go for slow motion right away. We'll take a look here. What happened? Okay, what do we have? Nothing too special. That's good news. A couple of archers in the back. They're going to fire soon. Oh, before we do anything else, it's hard to see the information here. Let's turn on the other battle log and highlight the squares here. So now we can see it a little better. So Maclu is preparing to cast Frighten. They're firing there. Frighten, where did we get the Frighten? Did somebody leave? No. And we can always check and see. Do we get more information here? If I select him by right-clicking and then press V, Frighten. Yeah, we don't know what happened there. Okay. I don't see anybody leaving though. They have to make that roll, right? I think against magic resistance. We'll see now what happens as they come in here. Okay. So we're taking a little bit of damage. We're moving up there. Our guys are coming in. Yeah, it didn't quite work out. We didn't have enough for the slave. Although it's still fine. Yeah, we're losing them here. They're coming in now to attack. We should make it, right? And it's pretty slow here. We'll go up faster speed. So our units in the back didn't get to do much. And did we get... We can select our serpent here. Did we get to do anything? Hit militia in the leg with venomous fangs for 5 points of damage. Target was killed. Okay. What happened here? Damage roll 24 plus 5. Yeah, that's a very high attack skill. Versus that, yeah, 13 points of damage. Yep, and then reduced to 5 because it was a leg. And that's pretty much it. I think they're gone for here, right? They don't have very much left. We lost quite a few of the unfortunate... we lost maybe just one of the elite warriors based on that. Yeah, they're leaving. Great. And we got some... Oh, we got that sound that you heard there of him creating skeletons, I think. Let's take a look at the stats here. 1 unit died. It was actually an elite warrior. Okay. We killed quite a few. Wadjet killed 1. Good. Gets experience. Now we should own Wadjeep over here. We have the boxes on. They're kind of hard. It's difficult to see here, but with those boxes, I may want to turn them off. But look at the resources here. It's pretty good. That is pretty good. Let's turn off them. Income box there, and let's turn on with Control M. We can see the distance we can travel. So if you select a unit, you can see what the movement cost is. So 14 to go here and 30 to go there for Ningala. Anyway, we took Young Keep down here. Now we own this one. Its population is 8910, and because that is right next to our keep, or our fortress, we gained. Well, it's going to be pulling in part of that. Part of that income over here from Young Keep, and it's based on how well built up it is. It's administration 45, so it takes a percentage of the value that you get from the adjacent provinces. Now that we took it, though, we want to make sure. I already have 2 candles there, 2 Dominion. Now that we have that, oh, that's home. Here we have 1. We want to make sure we hold it, and we can set up our defensive values. You can press D, or you can click up there, and then you can just use the arrow keys to go up. Now, I think we should go to minimum of 6. If you have 6 at least, you avoid negative events. If you do 10, you can reduce unrest. But we don't really have much unrest here. And it goes up every point of defense, province defense you do, PD, it's going to be more and more expensive. So let's go with 6 here. We get somewhat militia, light infantry, and archers. And that should be pretty good. Okay, so we have that now. Our Dominion, where's that? Pretty good, but we still don't have this one. Okay. What about down here? Villia, we have 40 units there. Light cavalry and militia. Here's this one, Weiss Spring Grove, 100 enemy units. Deer Tribe Warriors, Deer Tribe Archers, Phantasmal Warriors. Fae the Sorceress is in here. I'm wondering if that's a level 2. That could be, because I think this would be level 1. We're not ready to be attacking that yet, I don't think. Swindlin down here, 40 enemy units, open terrain. Here we have 80, maybe, and that seems a little high. Now, what if we take Ningala here, leave Tibira Kalam here to get more of the serpents. Ningala, we'll have you take, you can have, well, you're not that good, leadership 60, but we can still put you in 2 squads, take a little bit of a hit morale-wise. We'll put them in here. And then we'll take the morale for the elite warriors. Do we? 12, they're better anyway, we'll put them here. We'll take that serpent. So the serpent here that we get, 22 hit points, pretty good. Not much protection or defense, but they are sacred and they are standard bearers, which means we get that 1 extra morale in the same squad only. And they also cold-blooded, which is good for us, and they are swamp survival and animal. And then recuperation. Don't have to do any blessing for that. Okay, so they're going to be in the fight. They're going to be attacking. But they're going to be, I think, behind them maybe? We don't want to lose it if we can avoid it. So +1 morale there. Let's set them up here as well. There's going to be a box formation for them. You can just right-click, by the way, to select a different unit. We'll put them up maybe a little bit behind there. Like before. We'll see if that makes a difference. Attack closest again. Let's do that. And attack closest here as well. There. Now we have 2 units there. Ningala himself can't really do anything. Just a commander, right? We don't want him in the fight. Do we leave him back here? Maybe we will leave him back here. I don't have any bodyguards there. Okay, let's take him now. And move down to... Do we take Swinland? What do we have? So, 41 income, 27 resources, 50 there. It's a forest, so more magic sites. This is nothing special here. I think I got onto Swinland. We'll go down here first, maybe. If I go here, I can continue on. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there's only 20 enemy units here. Should we take a chance? 80, though? If there's 80 in there. We don't know for sure. It's just a guess, right? That is quite a bit. What if we go... Yeah, let's go to Swinland. So we'll take both of these. Attack there. And then we'll take Ningala as well. Move him down. And now, if I right-click here and press Y, I can see all the units here. We can take a look and see what it looks like here. Yeah, they're all there. This looks pretty good, I think. Now, do we want to take Maclu? Move him closer here? Yeah, maybe. I mean, the benefit would be if they have some magic that would jump back here. They would be on their own, and they're not going to have some, you know, magic beings, I don't think. But let's put them back here. It's better. Although they get closer to any archers that the enemy has there. But okay, so +1 morale on these, 0 here. That's pretty good. We'll leave it at that. Okay, so now we have that there. What are we doing about recruitment? We're recruiting these. And we got our, yes, we get our shaman. That's what I was looking for. He's doing defend right now. Let's go ahead and just press capital R for research. So we do get a few points, and he's going to be 12. Yeah, 12. 9 if we didn't have that 3 in magic that we have. Research +3. Let's go look at the research. Where are we at on that? Construction level 2 is what we're going for. 66 points left. Yeah, construction. I do want to get to the lesser magic items there, if I can do it. And then after that, conjuration. Remember we talked about getting those units there later. Okay, so if we do that, that's pretty good. Let's look at the recruitment though real quick here. We're doing this. What do we get here? Another one of the shamans? Well, eventually here, we want to be able to send somebody out and start to look for magic sites. But maybe not yet. I'm thinking I want to use the Marsh Master for that, right? Because he can look for a bunch of different things, you know. Do we want to get a Marsh Master? It is expensive. Maybe I should have taken that last time. We have the money for it. And he can do research. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. So we can get more of these. There, we'll get more of them. Yep, let's do that. We'll keep that going. Okay, and that should be it, right? You're moving down there. Yep, and then here, these two are both moving over there. I want to double check. And we did get defense set up. Yeah, I say that's all we can do. Oh, let's look at the mercenaries. What did we say? Nobody available. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Just one more thing. Yep, nothing else available there. Press E again. Jakib, the Illith Lord, has claimed the Throne of the Stars. Illith Lord. Let me look at that right now, actually, stats. Pretenders. That's us here. That's Oceania. Riley. Uruk is here. I'm just looking. Jotunheim there. Osbjorn, Asphodel. Let me just look at the messages again. In the name of Hefeclot. Hefeclot. Okay, yeah. Let's look at that again. Here. It is in the ocean. Riley here. You know what? It's not this one. We know that, right? It must be. He's down here. He took this one. Yep, he did take that one. Okay, that's interesting. But let's look at the messages here. It was a battle, and you probably already saw it. I didn't look on the map, but let's go ahead and view the battle here. Hopefully we made it. What do we got? So we're pretty close in the back there. We're going to cast Frighten again. I did like that. See, it's not really good set up here, I noticed now. We need to have more space in between our units. They get kind of lumped in here, right? They have move 10. These have move 11, but they get stuck in there, I think, right? What else do we have here? Okay, not too many units, actually. This is good. We can make it. Cast Frighten. I don't know if we can... There's a snake, by the way, the serpent there. Okay, we're coming in here. So they're coming in first. Okay, they're coming in first here. That's good. So we did take out a few. Hopefully we didn't lose any of the elite warriors. Our snake is here. 196 hit points. Venomous Fangs. 17 points of damage. Yeah, that's all it takes. So they got a repel here because they have a spear. You know, repel value 18. Oh, a broadsword, actually. Because our fangs are very... short, so they don't actually count as you can't. The repel can take effect even with a something like a broadsword, which is not very long either. So they were able to get through that the repel, but morale negated repel, so that was good. Attacker was damaged by repel, but only like 1 point, I think, so not a problem there. Let's just see here how it goes. They're in the back. Nobody has fled yet. Have a couple commanders back there, it looks like. These would just be militia. Yeah, and see, morale 8, already gone. And we are throwing javelins back there. I forgot about that. We have javelins. They're throwing that. Their precision is 10. They might hit our own units in the back, to be honest. So it may be better to put them to on the flank, and they can attack with their spears this way, right? There's some heavy infantry over here, it looks like, right in front of our Pretender, which is fine. We're going to be totally fine here, I think. Yeah, so we got another hit in here. They didn't do any damage. 0, 0, 0. 1 point of damage, yeah. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Let's go to the next. Oh, let's speed up a little bit. Yep, there we go. Yep, they're going to be leaving pretty quick here. We can just press F for fast forward. Yep, and they're done for. Let's look at that. The stats on that. Lost 1 elite warrior. Didn't lose any of the... No, we lost 3 slave warriors. Okay, we did. And we lost a sacred serpent. That's the problem, right? If you don't have a good blast, then they don't last very long. So we'll be getting another one here soon, right? Or we got one already in Satis. Okay, so we did take that one. So now we have 2. Swinland and Youngkeep. That's good. That means our income here will be increasing. And I think we pull in the resources as well, right? Anyway, that will have to do it for this time, guys. I'll come back next time. We'll play more of Dominions 5. Bye.